The following is fiction. It's a story that takes place 5 years or so ahead of its recording. It is not a political message nor a prediction. No AI generated voices were used in its production. This is Worldwide News. I'm Edward Brown. The rhetoric between President Monroe and the inhabitants of Puerto Rico continues to heat up. A spokesman for the president saying that the comments recorded at a luncheon meeting with CEOs in Baltimore 2 weeks ago were not taken out of context and do reflect the feelings of the president. At that meeting, the president is recorded saying that Puerto Rico contributed nothing to the United States and that she would rather not deal with them at all. The media in Puerto Rico was quick to pounce on the inflammatory statements, and there have been mass protests in various cities across the island. The governor of Puerto Rico, Camila Serrano, sent this message to the president yesterday.
I find it hard to understand that the President of the United States can continue to be ignorant about the contributions of the Puerto Rican people to her country. I'm sorry if she had a rough time in the past year with someone representing Puerto Rico, but she isn't even trying to be diplomatic while occupying the office that needs to be the most diplomatic. Each day without an official apology is a huge insult. She may find herself the first unwelcome president to Puerto Rico.
Lawmakers on both sides of the political spectrum have called on the president to either apologize or at least walk back what she said about Puerto Rico. But President Monroe's official social media account this morning had a post saying that she, quote, said what she meant and meant what she said. No interaction is planned between the president and Puerto Rican officials in the near future. A top-level diplomatic meeting between China and Russia over disputed territories has come to a fruitless end. April Lawrence reports from Brussels.
Talks between the Chinese and Russian delegations over the shared border have broken off without any solution agreed to. Some inside observers say that the two countries may even be further apart than before meeting here at the UN. Neither side would admit to reporters as they left the building this evening, but they both did confirm that no new talks have been scheduled. Both countries are looking at the shared border between Mongolia and North Korea, an area that has been discovered to be very rich in rare earth minerals. Both countries are trying to claim as much of that land as possible for mining rights. That area has seen its fair share of squabbling over the decades, but UN observers are still sure that a mutual agreement will be made between the two countries soon. The North Korean government continues to lobby to sit at the discussion table, but given their attachments to both sides, no one is sure what role they are hoping to take in the matter. April Lawrence, in Brussels.
An update to that story, the government of Mongolia has officially asked the United Nations for their help to ensure that hostilities don't break out in that area. The U.S. State Department has so far kept silent on the dispute. In Paris, France, yesterday, a group of corporations and CEOs announced the formation of the Universal Games Athletics Competition. They said the biggest difference between these games and any other worldwide competition is that there will be no testing for performance-enhancing substances. Press Secretary Brenda Bryant.
It's time to really see what the human body is capable of. Take all the shackles and restrictions off, and let the athletes police what goes into their own bodies, without fear of someone behind a desk shutting them down. We expect so many world records to be destroyed in the first year of the new games.
Athletes will, at least at first, be competing as individuals and not as representatives of teams or countries. The organizers left open the possibility of future corporate-sponsored teams once a few competitions are under their belts. One of the biggest drawbacks to the idea seems to be finding a site for them. They'll have to find a country that will be willing to either look the other way in regards to PEDs and such, or a country in which PEDs are in fact legal. The press release that accompanied the conference stated that the backers were not worried about finding a home for these new games. New York markets today move slowly upwards in soft trading. And that is Worldwide News. I'm Edward Brown.